Hey guys, it's me, Sujoy, and I'm back here in Vietnam, in my house, the countryside. So today I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to make a comparison video between Thailand and Vietnam. So who's going to win? Is it going to be Thailand or is it going to be Vietnam? Okay, so I'm going to give some points. Okay, so this was a requested video from one of my subscribers, and I just came back to sorry. So I just came back to Vietnam yesterday, to Ho Chi Minh, and so I'm just gonna make this comparison video, and I'm gonna like maybe give uh, maybe a point or a star. I don't know. Okay, so let's talk first about the. Let's talk first about the weather. Okay, because that's very important for me. I'm going to compare Ho Chi Minh with Bangkok. Okay, so Vietnam versus Thailand. Okay, all right. So let's talk about the weather. Okay, the weather in Bangkok is really hot. Okay, I mean it's like really fucking hot. It's humid. I had a bit of hard time moving around the city because after every 5 minutes I would really start to sweat around, and I had to always carry an extra pair of t-shirt in my backpack, because when I would go to the malls I would just go inside the restroom and change my t-shirt because I would be literally sweating a lot, but also I got a chance to experience the kind of a bit of rain in Bangkok, which is nice. So yeah, but in general, but if you look at Ho Chi Minh City, yeah, it gets hot during the summertime, but it's not very humid. At least you have a bit of wind, coming on your face. Right now, it's the rainy season here in Ho Chi Minh. So like when I was landing in Ho Chi Minh yesterday, I mean I could see literally everywhere, downpour rain and everything. So yeah, so that's what I can talk about. I mean, so that's the weather. Okay, so I would give one star to Vietnam. Okay, when it comes to weather. Okay, so I'm just taking down some notes, so that we can just try to evaluate this. Okay, now let's talk about visas. Okay, right. So for me, I have a passport from India, and initially I would be getting like 30 days visa on arrival, when I come to Bangkok. But I was very disappointed this time when I came to Bangkok, and I just got a 15 days visa on arrival. So I don't know what's up with the Thai immigration, but they keep on changing their visa on arrival rules a lot, and I don't know if they're quite favorable with Indian tourists coming to Thailand. Because I know that other countries, other Westerners, Europeans, and ASEAN countries, they get visa free to come to Thailand. They can stay there for 30 days. I don't know why this is not happening with Indian travelers who are visiting Thailand. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed. But when it comes to the taking the tourist visa in Vietnam, yes, you have to apply for the e-visa. Vietnam does not have yet visa-free facilities for all 100 plus countries, which I completely endorse. That Vietnam should have, visa-free facilities for 100 plus countries, including India. I mean, give a 30 days visa-free entry or 45 days visa-free entry. And of course, we are also waiting for the 90-day visa, and I really hope it comes, by this June. Okay, so coming back to the visa, yeah, I had to wait for 3 working days when I was in Thailand, and so I got my Vietnam visa valid for 30 days. I came to Tan Son Nhat International Airport yesterday. The visa processing check was quite fast. The officers usually don't ask you any questions or no hassles as long as your document paperworks are correct. In Thailand, in the Bangkok visa on arrival section, especially if you're having an Indian passport or like you need to, you need to fill up a form, you need to show the return ticket, you need to pay the 2,200 Thai baht, for fast track check-in, and of course, then you clear out your immigration. Yeah, so that's what it comes to visa. So again, I would, I mean, so I'm specifically going to be ranking this based on my passport because I have an Indian passport. So definitely, I would be giving 1 star again to Vietnam because you don't get any hassles, when you're coming to Vietnam with an e visa. Okay, so now let's talk about the hotels. Like the quality of the hotels because that's very important. Like I'm a premium member with Bookings.com, and of course I tried it with Agoda this time because I'm a VIP member as well. And I want to rank up. I want to get some. I want to, upgrade my status with Agoda. So, in general, the quality of the hotels in Bangkok are far better compared to the quality of hotels in Ho Chi Minh City. And I don't think it's very expensive compared to the hotels here in Ho Chi Minh City because I didn't have to spend even if I have like $100 budget for a week, I can stay in a good hotel, a good decent hotel in Bangkok, but that may not be downtown Bangkok, but it would be like maybe 10 kilometers away from downtown city. So I was really impressed with the quality of the hotels, and also the serviced apartments in Bangkok. They are much better, not very expensive compared to Ho Chi Minh City because there's a lot of inflation happening in Ho Chi Minh City. The prices of hotels and accommodations are on the roof. So it would be nice if the prices come down, for tourists, who want to, come to Ho Chi Minh City and stay, and when they're making bookings with Booking.com and Agoda. So I'm going to give 1 star to Thailand when it comes to the quality of the hotels and the service apartments. I mean, they're really nice. You got very beautiful. The concepts are really nice, and also the hostels. Like the quality of the hostels in Bangkok definitely outnumber the quality of hostels here in Vietnam. You get good hostels with with complete privacy, with like a five-star bathroom, and there are a lot of hostels in Bangkok compared to Ho Chi Minh City. So yeah, so 1 star to I'm giving 1 star to Thailand. Okay, so now let's talk about the customer service. Which one is better, Thailand or Vietnam? So I'm coming from a marketing background, and I was in business development for many years, for 10 years of my life, and one of my main focus was to provide good customer service to my clients. So when it comes to customer service, I feel that Thailand definitely has. I mean, when I talk about Thailand, I'm talking about Bangkok. Bangkok definitely has some decent customer service, and even all the coffee shops which I visited in Bangkok or food courts and all that. Yeah, the customer service is really good, and you got to excuse me. It's raining outside because I'm staying at the countryside and it's the rainy season. But anyways, coming back is I found the customer service to be decent. I don't think they're quite rude. It's not the best of customer service. I would not compare that with what I used to get in Australia. When I used to stay there before. But definitely is the customer service is better compared to the customer service in Vietnam. So yeah, so I'm going to give 1 star to Thailand when it comes to customer service. So I found it to be decent. Okay, and of course, most of the people in Bangkok, any coffee shops I go, they speak in English. So I didn't have any issues whatsoever. And, so it was decent. Okay. So I'm so sorry. It is raining, fucking raining outside. It had to happen today, anyways. And I'm not an expert with video editing. That I cut the video here and whatever. So I got to carry on. Okay. So let's talk about the dating scene. Okay, the dating scene. Which one is better? Is Thailand easier to find? Is Thailand easier to date, or is Vietnam? So, as a non-white foreigner, you know, I personally find it's easier to better. It's easier to get dates in Vietnam because they're more willing to meet up with you. Provided if you're staying in Ho Chi Minh City, it's easier for you. They'll be willing to meet up for you for a coffee. It's not very challenging, but like this time when I went to Bangkok, I was chatting with many Thai girls online, and I was having accounts with Thai Friendly, Tinder, so I was getting a lot of matches, and they're all communicative. But what I really didn't like is most of them, they have a lot of fucking excuses. Like, oh, I'm going to be busy for 2 days, or blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So yeah, I found it to be a bit challenging when it comes to dating online in Thailand. So I guess, I mean, and also I'm not very new to the fact that like most Thai girls, they're like infatuated with white people. They like dating white men. So I'm not a white guy. Like, I have dark brown skin. So and of course, I have dated a lot of Thai girls before. But like during my stay over here, it was a bit challenging because most of them, they just keep me like a virtual friend. But yeah, it's definitely easier out here in Vietnam when it comes to dating. I never had any issues whatsoever, and like they'll be showing more willingness to meet up with you. And when it comes to the level of English, yes, like Thai girls, they speak more English. I mean, they have a better level of English compared to dating here in Vietnam, because it's like you never know, because does she understand English or not? But it's kind of easier to get a lot of dates out here in Vietnam. So this is my personal experience. So I'm going to give 1 star to Vietnam. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about the expenses, my personal expenses. So yeah, I mean, I really found Bangkok to be expensive. It really burns your pocket. Because like the Thai baht, it's kind of a bit expensive currency from where I come from. But if I compare that with Vietnam, definitely I find Vietnam to be more reasonable when it comes to going out, eating food. So I'm gonna give 1 star to Vietnam for this. So not very expensive. You can go out, you can hang out, but it's not going to be as expensive as going to going to Bangkok. Because if you're going to Bangkok, and if you're going to like Nana, or if you're going to go downtown, easily one night you can burn out 1,000 baht or more. So definitely Vietnam is a bit better when it comes to the expenses being low. When I'm talking about the food expense, the parties or whatever. So yeah, Vietnam is better. Let's talk about the infrastructure. Okay, now when it comes to infrastructure, definitely Bangkok is much better. They have a lot of sky rises, and like couple of the buildings, skyscraper buildings, which I saw downtown Bangkok. They're really very nice, and they have very good concept designs. I've never seen that in Vietnam. So definitely Vietnam has a lot of catching up to do when it comes to concept skyrise buildings, skyscraper buildings, commercial complexes. And also, it would be very nice if Vietnam can come up with, if Ho Chi Minh City can come up with a mini city, like a BGC in Metro Manila, like a posh kind of a mini city, with a lot of skyscrapers and like business districts. So definitely right now I would be, when it comes to infrastructure and also the quality of roads. The roads in Bangkok are really big. There are a lot of you know what I forgot the name. There are a lot of those express roads, and it's just like so big. Bangkok is so big. Of course, Ho Chi Minh is also a big city, but it's nothing as compared to Bangkok. Bangkok is huge. They've got big, big roads. And cars are zooming so fast. So yeah. So when it comes to infrastructure, I'm going to give Thailand 1 star for this. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about the transportation. Okay. Now like when I stay in Southeast Asia, I prefer to use Grabs. And so when it comes to transportation, I would definitely give Vietnam wins. I would definitely give 1 star to Vietnam because um, yes, Bangkok does have good transportation. But it's just that they have metros, they have Grabs. But um, no, sorry, correction. My mistake, my bad. Okay. Um, I will give 1 star to Bangkok for this because you have the metro, you have the Grab, but the downside over here is like if you're not staying downtown Bangkok, it can get really expensive because you gotta wait like fucking 7 minutes for the Grab guy to come, and then he will take you to the nearest metro station. You land up shelling out like 100 baht or something like that, and then from there you're going to be buying a ticket. And unfortunately the metro system, the metro stations in Bangkok, they're not air conditioned, like in Dubai. Like all the metros are air conditioned, so it gets really hot and humid. And then you just got to wait for the train for like freaking 5-10 minutes. And then by the time I used to come to downtown city, it would like take me like 40 minutes, I think 35 minutes. And it's just yeah, it gets a bit tiring. So but yeah, in general, I would definitely give Thailand 1 star. But here's the thing, like whenever I order Grab out here in Vietnam, it comes really quickly, and they don't, I don't need to fucking wait so long or whatever. But yeah, I mean that's why I got to say for transportation. Okay, so now let's talk about the people and the level of English. Okay, okay, forget the level of English. Let's talk about the people. How are people? Honestly speaking, I found Thai people to be, they're more to themselves. I didn't find them to be very friendly. They just keep to themselves. Because this from my personal experience as being an Indian in Thailand. So I didn't find them to be very friendly, or even the place where I was staying. Like the staff over there. They would just be very, very diplomatic, and they're not, they would not go out their way to be a bit more friendlier or whatever it is. But and also I saw a certain level of rudeness. Like like I said, as long as you're paying money in Thailand, you get the service, but don't expect much. I didn't see things like how was your day. I mean, certain gestures like how was your day or something like that. But that's okay. I'm not expecting that in Southeast Asia. But I think the people are kind of decent in Thailand. Definitely, they're a bit more educated compared to Vietnam when it comes to the level of English. Yeah, I did take a public taxi over there, and the taxi driver, he was really chatty, and he was nice and friendly. And I even bought him a energy drink from 7-Eleven. So yeah, I mean, people are decent in Thailand, but don't expect them to be very friendly. I mean, from I mean, if you are, I mean, especially if you're a non-white person, if you're from India, I mean, that's all right. But that's my perception of being in Bangkok this time for a period of 10 days. Now, if I compare that with Vietnam, I think the people in Vietnam are a bit more simpler. They don't have much of the attitude stuff, because I found the girls in Thailand to be having a lot of attitude, and like they're a bit rude. But yeah, I mean, so that's what I got to say. So I would give um, um, I would give 1 star to Vietnam for this. So it's a tough call, but I'm still going to give 1 star to Vietnam. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about the malls. Okay. Definitely the malls are really good in Bangkok. There are a lot of big malls, big food courts. I'm not a very big mall type person, but if you love shopping around and everything, definitely you should go to Bangkok. You should go to Siam, Icon Siam, Terminal 21, the famous food court, which is always very crowded like hell. So yeah, so definitely mall concepts are really good in Bangkok, in Thailand, and even in Pattaya. So yeah, I would give 1 star to Thailand for this. Okay, so Vietnam needs to do a bit more catching up when it comes to having a bit more malls. And I would also love to see malls like 24/7. Like in South Korea, where the malls are open like 24/7. Okay, the most important one, which I want to discuss, are the ATM withdrawal fees. So if you're having a MasterCard or a Visa, like whenever I take out money over here from ATM machines here in Vietnam, they usually charge me a $2 withdrawal fee, which is standard. But unfortunately, in Thailand, it's expensive. They charge you $6 for every withdrawal transaction. And I had a bit of fuck up because I was not able to take out money from my MasterCard. So, I had a bit of tough day the first day when I came to Bangkok. I literally thought I'm going to be homeless. Fortunately, I had my Visa card, so I was able to transfer money to my Visa account and take out money from there. But the withdrawal fees in Thailand are expensive, $6 compared to Vietnam, which at best guess would be nothing more than $2 to $3. So yeah, so in this case, I would give 1 star to Vietnam. Okay, so now just I'm going to calculate. Okay, so if I talk about Thailand, let's do the calculation. Okay, so 1 star for hotels. 2 star for customer service, 3 star for infrastructure, uh, 4 star for transport. Um, so I'm going to give 4 stars to Thailand. Okay, so now let's talk about Vietnam. Okay, the weather 1 star, visa 2 star. Then the dating scene 3 star, expenses 4 star. Then people, I would give 5 star, and ATM fees 6 star. Okay, so this clearly shows that Vietnam is a better option. If you want to come to Southeast Asia. Definitely, I highly recommend you check out both the countries. Like I said, both countries have different vibes, different environments. But if you're looking for, if you're a bit on budget, if you're a bit tight on budget when you're coming to Southeast Asia, I would suggest you come to Vietnam because Thailand can be a very expensive affair, and especially if you're doing the visa runs. I would avoid going to Thailand. You can go to Cambodia for a short trip and come back, or you can even go to Bali, which I may look into because Bali I've heard is also a bit cheaper. Or you can make a very short stay in Thailand, like for 3 days, and just come back to Vietnam. Because if you're going to stay in Thailand for 7 days or for 10 days, it's going to burn your pocket if you're tight on budget. So definitely Vietnam would be a better option. So that's all I got to say, and I hope you guys found this video to be informative. If you like watching this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit the like button. I'm trying to reach like 10,000 subscribers, so that I can make more informative videos. I can travel more around Southeast Asia and just show you my personal intake of the personal interactions which I have with the local people and everything and all the jazz. So with that being said, you guys have a great day. This was me, Joy, sign out. Peace out.